Oh my God.
Oh, that was a different.
That was a different.
Engage.
Before you. Yo, it's your boy JS Wanna Supply, VVCRadio.com, Aries Lounge. We're back, season 14. Jesus fucking Christ. I think because of Joe Rogan, I feel like it's so important to keep track of like the seasons and the time. Because Joe Rogan on episode like 1800, like, because he been doing this shit for like 10 years. You know what I mean? We got a full house today.
Yeah.
New crew for 2019.
Not so much that new. Just
Kinda
one new face.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
new face.
He's not even a new face. If you've really been following VVC, he used to be a part of the crew on a regular. But you know what I'm saying?
Camera then, so
We didn't have
so he's a new face.
That is a fact.
So he's a
Not
new
a new
face.
face. New face.
Yeah, right.
Same thing about the voice. That's a face.
New face. So yeah. So all right. Once again, in the last episode, we explained why we took on a hiatus. It's Will's fault. So anyway, like now that we've established.
It was Pill's fault.
What?
What? Nigga,
Wait a minute.
from the Christmas episode,
As
you
you can see-
weren't there.
You can see from the last show, these two wasn't there. It was their fault. We was here.
I was brought in as a mediator.
Yeah, right. But we're not getting into that. We've had a phenomenal 6, 7, 8, 9 months off. It's been like, God damn. Wait a minute. No. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So 7 months. We had a phenomenal. Well, not July. Don't count because we doing it in July.
Right. So June.
6 months.
So we had a phenomenal 6 months off. Much needed for me. I don't know about these niggas, but I needed some time off. And then like, yo, when my dog came back in town, DB, you know what I mean, we chopped it up and he was saying like, yo, he wanted to just get into some shit. Like, so I was like, yo, I'm trying to get rid of these two niggas. So I was like, get rid of these two niggas for this nigga.
Getting rid of us for years.
And then this nigga Will came to me and was like, yo, son, we should just do the show without all of them. So then I was just like,
I did say, I ain't gonna. Actually, no. I know about you. I must have said this nigga.
that's how fucked up niggas is. And then Pill was just like, yo, I'm just trying to get it cracking how we can do it. Like,
And
you
then
know what I
when
mean?
we had a pre-meeting. First thing come on. The fuck is this nigga doing here?
When this nigga get back? Oh hell no.
So, you know, it's been a truculent season. And then there was the J Hill era. So we was doing a podcast with him, and go back and watch the last podcast if you want to understand what happened. But shout out to him. Shout out to everybody. We've been doing some phenomenal shit with the Baltimore Media Coalition. But it's time for us to get back onto the shit that Will and I and Pill have been cultivating, you know, for a long time. I've got some great announcements I'm going to be making in the upcoming weeks. You know what I'm saying? But Aries Lounge is back. We back on our week shit every week. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Now, I got some great news I can say right now. I'm going to be dropping clips on an Aries Lounge YouTube channel that I'm creating, where it's not the whole episodes. It's just going to be clips of great shit that we talk about, because we feel like, I personally feel like sometimes people don't check out the whole episode because they don't know what's on it. So like now if I break it up to segments up and just put different shit in there, I think you guys will get a better understanding of what we about and how funny we really are. These niggas are really funny. I'm not funny at all. I'm boring as shit.
Liars,
No, these niggas are funny.
Liars.
Yo,
Like,
these niggas is funny. But we about to
The only
have.
thing I said was tattoo on the inner thigh.
That was 9, 7, 8 years ago. Like, you know,
Damn.
that was a long time ago.
That's it.
But definitely, yo. So yo, be ready for that, and don't forget to subscribe to all the channels of VVC Life. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Aries Lounge. You know what I mean, at JS Wanna Supply, all that will. And who is DJ Pill? Who is _ DJ Pill? I still remember it, even though he doesn't like any of my photos anymore. That's it. This nigga brand new now. It's now that can we mention how
here we go.
new clothes? You know what I mean?
Got the
Fresh
gold
watch.
These pants that I can't fit no more.
Your skin looks amazing, son. This nigga
niggas.
I told you, he's a hobby nigga.
watch.
Yo.
This shirt that I got for free at the event.
Yo, but it's so loose on you now. You done lost so much weight, yo. Your skin is glowing, yo. It's like, yo, chick done nutted on your face and you just rubbed it in. That's lit, yo.
I wish a chicken nutted on my.
Yo, this is the most beard you ever had in your life, nigga.
Nice.
That's the most beard you've ever had.
Actually, it is, yo.
Yeah, it is, yo. That's the most beard you ever had.
It was that break he had. That's what it was.
That's what it was?
It was the break.
Is that what you needed? You just needed a break, yo? No bags under your eyes. You look like you getting it out here, man.
Nah, it's just working.
You lit. You lit like a motherfucker. So, yo, if y'all got questions, comments, let us know. And then also letting y'all know that the audio will be on streaming, but it's going to be a little bit different. So, like, you know what I mean? We as the Legion have decided that we would like to get paid for our streams. So you better get you a Spotify account or some Google Play or iTunes. Oh, not the free little podcast part. No, we rappers now. So like we trying to go platinum. We trying to go platinum. So we need y'all to stream us the same way you stream Young Thug. You know what I mean? So we can get our streams up. So like, yo, just subscribe to us there. Well, you can't subscribe, but just get the album and buy it or download the stream, 99 cents, whatever. Get it, show us love. We love y'all. It is what it is. And then the YouTube videos definitely will be on YouTube. And then we'll be getting y'all more into that soon. And then I'm going to be breaking up the reviews into separate podcasts so that Aries Lounge can just be Aries Lounge and we don't get consumed by the joint. So anyway, that's enough of the business. We on to the next one, So the dedication for the day, our focus today is one of the greatest, can I say the greatest hip hop group of all time?
I think it's safe.
Yeah.
This is the first time and the last time we will ever agree this much ever.
Absolutely.
You don't know that.
Take notes.
You don't know that.
I know that.
I didn't think we were gonna. I thought you was gonna come at me from the Mob Deep side. I thought you was gonna come at me from the Run DMC or some shit like that.
Anybody, you came at them with the Mob Deep.
Yeah.
I am a huge Mob
saying.
Deep fan, like
That's
huge.
why it surprised me a little bit. You saying,
But I got reasons why I feel like Wu Tang is the greatest hip hop group of all time.
Right.
Well, first of all, they got this. You know what I mean? Like, they got this, they got this. Niggas got mad tattoos. Bitches got Wu Tang tats all over their body, all over the world. Shout out to them. Like,
Niggas still rocking the Wu shirts.
Niggas is still rocking the Wu shirt, Wu Wear Store, Wallabies. Like, come on, like we talking about
still
the.
got my Wallies.
For real?
Yeah,
They're in the
Chevy.
Chevy.
One of the cars.
Oh, okay. Oh, the brown ones. You know, have the leather,
black ones.
the leather black ones. Where to the brown ones you had?
Never had the brown one.
Oly boy.
They were dirty.
I remember we was in high school, and this goes into the first question is like, you know, what was the first thing you heard about them? But I still gotta go back to the first question. But I gotta say this, y'all. I used to have like 18 different colors because there was a spot in Security Mall where they would sell the pass for like $30. I mean, they weren't Clarks.
Oh God. Okay.
They were penguins.
Yeah, right. They were penguins. Yo, my nigga. Yo, they used to have them. Yes.
Oh shit. All right.
They looked exactly the same, and they had mad different flavors, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't the Clarks.
Shout out to Penguins.
Shout out to Penguins, which I
Still
still
got
think
the box.
I
still
think
got
I do.
With all the
Baltimore CDs is in there. Hell yeah! Wow, that's crazy. All right,
nice
so
box though. They gave me a nice box. They gave me a nice
the shoes were
presentation.
fly. The shoes will last me a long time. Hell yeah.
See if I can find some on eBay.
What is Wu Tang Clan? All right, so what? In your definition, what is Wu Tang Clan?
I'm gonna say Wu Tang Clan is a movement. It's a movement.
That's deep.
It's like it's literally like they transcend across the world, man. Like for real, like it's a movement.
The RZA, to Jizza.
So how big would you say
Method
their
Man.
movement is compared to Dipset's movement?
Way big.
You think so? You
Wait,
think it's bigger?
Dipset ain't in
Dipset
Japan.
had just
like Dipset is this, Wu Tang is the table.
Yeah. Wu Tang set the foundation.
Yeah, right.
You gotta remember,
Yeah.
they came some time after. So
The Dips had a moment. It was a moment, a blip. They had a nice blip moment, but Wu is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you how I'm saying. Like Wu Tang it went from 1 year being 1 or 2 records that seemed to do well to solo album. You know what I'm saying? Group album.
The whole group released.
It was just like everywhere you went, there was somebody from the Wu being represented. Not just the albums coming out, but features. So Ghostface is on everybody's shit. Raekwon on everybody's shit. Method Man was on everybody's shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like you had Ghostface that came out. So like there was a point where Wu-Tang had the underground on lock.
Yeah.
And they had commercial music on lock. So you got Method Man on Bad Boy Records and on Mary J. Blige hits, and you know what I'm saying. But then you had Raekwon that was on like underground R&B joints. But then they mashing up underground mixtapes. They doing shit on everybody. I'm talking about East Coast, West Coast. Like Wu Tang was probably one of the only groups that I remember that was like firmly in the West Coast, like, like you know what I'm saying?
Really roots down there.
Right, you know what I mean? And people love them niggas. So like Pac had records with Method Man and Redman. Well, Redman's kind of like an offshoot affiliate, but then you know it was just so much. Nas, yeah, Big. Okay, Wu Tang had beef with Big. And Method Man still did a record with him. That was crazy. Like that's how big Wu Tang was. So like that to me, I think he was right. It was a movement. It's a brand. It's a brand that people trusted for 5 years, 6 years.
I'm gonna say at least 6 years.
There was 6 years worth of. I'm gonna pick this up because the Wu Tang logo on it, and there was only one good song.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
As I was reviving the, listening to some of the music, I was like, this wasn't that great.
Wu Syndicate had one good song, and that was the first record. And then after that, I never listened. I can't even tell you what the rest of that album sound like. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Sons of Man had three records. Three records off the first one. No records off the second one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Killer Army was... No, Killer Army was a classic, the first album, but... It was classic in a way of how the fuck did y'all make this work? It worked.
Right,
they had some. Okay. They had mad records. The second one, Trididash. Like you know what I'm saying? Trididash. But they got over it. Like yo, it's like
good interludes.
Facts. Great interludes. Killer Army had a handy cam for the music videos. They had the box. They had the box camera for the album cover, and niggas was recording out of a bedroom with the microphone in the bathroom. But the shit was hard because probably mathematics mixed the shit out that motherfucker. RZA might have gave him a beat, some leftover shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the shit was hard.
I ain't want this here. Y'all can use this.
Right. That's exactly how it was, yo. And we bought it because it was Wu. And it was like. Killer Army. It was just that. So that time period, them niggas, and we didn't know nothing about them niggas for real. We knew Method Man was crazy. We knew Raekwon was a drug dealer. We knew Ghostface was Raekwon's like right hand man. We knew Jizza was we knew ODB was out there. But we didn't know nothing personal about them. But we loved them niggas and we're like, yo, if you didn't, it was like one of them things where Will would come to school. And if you didn't have that Ray shit, he was gonna fucking make fun of your ass. Like, you had to have certain shit.
When the double album came out, nigga, I was late for school that day. I had to get that shit.
Yeah, I got the same shit. Like, for real. Same day it came out, I had that shit. There's only 2 albums I had to have same day. That was Big second album, and that was Wu-Tang Forever and shit, yo. And them shits was... And they was $22 because they was double CDs. $22, nigga. Yep. And it was you couldn't fit it in your little CD case or nothing. And them motherfuckers was big as shit. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. And then you always had to fight because somebody trying to steal. Yeah. Brother. Niggas always.
How many times did you buy?
I only bought them once, nigga. Like I still have my original Big album and my original Wu-Tang. I've bought only built for 4 Cuban Links 4 times.
Let's see here. Cuban Links twice.
4 times I had to.
Ready to Die 3 times.
God
36 Chambers twice.
Somebody stole 36 Chambers from me once and I never went and got it again. I just let it go.
Blue Forever.
We'll talk about
it. Once. The infamous. The infamous went platinum off me. Off me alone. Just me. They went platinum just off me.
Yeah, I think I bought the infamous like 3 times. Damn. But I had the original for at least 10 or 12 years before I got for it. You know what I'm saying? But
I got for the tape.
I got for mad tapes. Like I'm not even gonna go that. Like I got for I got for Takao. Was that Takao 2000 or some shit? The second album. Yeah. I still got the first original Method Man album. Yo, that was like one of the dopest, most hated albums. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit had some shit in it that was dope, but it had some trash in that bitch too. But the second album was crazy. On some like This is all right, and also my one last reason, and I'm gonna go around the table because I'm talking too much. Method Man, Wu Tang. Every album was its own different world.
Yeah.
ODB album, even though it's the same producer, sounded nothing like Raekwon albums.
No, nothing like
Ghostface album sounded nothing like Method Man.
GZA shit sound like
GZA
nothing.
sound nothing like none of them niggas did. And by the time You God came out, that shit was trash. So like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, nah. I bought a single. I ain't gonna lie. I bought a single because I was excited because you know what?
I wasn't gonna waste the money and I didn't want to
But
hear.
let me tell you how much of a cornball collector I am. I was thinking I just want to have at least the first album from every member of the Wu Tang.
Got it.
But then when I got the single, it was so bad. I was like, I just can't. I can't afford it because that's an investment, right? Because when it came out, it was $17.99. They wasn't even trying to let me go for the $9.99 because it was like an indie label. So them niggas really thought that
money.
we was fought to go hard for You God. Nah. I never got Master Killer album for what? Like I don't even know what the nigga rapping about. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Master Killer was too close to Killer Priest, and Killer Priest was good enough for me.
Right.
Killer Priest's first album was bomb, but it was too much. I was like, yo, I don't have enough knowledge, God. I'm like, what do they call it? Like 5%ers?
5%.
I'm probably like 62%. I don't have, I'm like 60%. I don't have nowhere near 5%.
I'm not there.
I'm nowhere near. Yo, like when I listened to Killer Priest's first album, was it Heavy Mental? I'm light mental. I'm not even, shit. I'm nowhere on the record. So, let's go around. Will, first time you experienced Wu Tang, the first time that you remember hearing or seeing, when was the first time? Scratch your brains, gentlemen, because we're coming to y'all next.
I can't really remember. Actually, it's like two things. One was on the box, Mystery of the Chess Box.
Probably.
I remember that. And then I remember one day I'm on Monument Street. This nigga came down Monument Street in a Jeep with a banging ass system. Playing Cream. I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And this nigga come down, leg all out the truck and shit.
Nigga, what?
And when he got there, I'm like, oh shit, that's that Wu. I was like, gotta get it. Gotta get it.
Side note, Wu-Tang worked well in systems, but it really didn't. Like from a technical sonic level, it was trash. But on a just noise level.
Yeah. The quality was garbage.
The garbage was garbage, but it was noisy and it rattled the trunk, and so you kind of just went along with it.
That's what it's like. When I heard it, I was like, what the fuck is that? And then as he got closer, then I could actually really hear
It's
what he
gritty.
Gritty and
I was
shit.
like-
Real gritty. Real gritty.
That whole first album was like that.
Yeah,
though.
the whole first album. Even their videos. The videos, yeah.
Videos was crazy,
Yeah.
horrible,
Yeah.
cheap,
It's
inexpensive,
scandalous,
Especially
But-
Cream.
scary.
Yeah.
Scary and creative.
Yeah.
Fuck with it. All right. So your first time experiencing Wu-Tang.
First time experiencing Wu-Tang. Damn, I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna say probably my brother, man. Honestly, I think my brother put me on the Wu-Tang. He was a big like Wu-Tang, like back it was Wu-Tang, Onyx,
Word.
by Nature, all of them around the same time.
Yeah. My brother was corny. He was in the Onyx. I don't even think he knew nothing about Wu-Tang. Until
Word.
later.
Yeah. My brother.
Quasi, you was a corny motherfucker, nigga. You ain't never get into Wu, nigga. I don't think he ever got into Wu. Like, I don't think he ever bought any Wu albums, yo.
Well,
At least
he
listen to
probably
any
was
of
an
them.
undercover
Probably.
listener. That's why you were missing so much.
Nah, he was really into like other shit at the time. Like he was really into anything that was related to. Well, fuck that nigga. I'm sorry. I love you, but come on, fuck that. Come on.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
but
get
nah,
real.
I'm-
It's gonna
I'm
get
saying
real at the
my-
crab feast this shit.
No, not Byron. That's my Quasi. That nigga in San Diego. He ain't talked to
He
me in
gonna
2
fly
years.
out here tomorrow.
The fuck you talking
He
about,
gonna
nigga?
send you all your Wu tapes back. Nah, but for me, it definitely was my brother. My brother put me on, but I think he was listening to Hot 97, and I'm from New York, so anything that
I was waiting for it to come out. How many minutes in? How many minutes in? 20 minutes in? Yeah.
At least
That's
3
all-
more times before
Hey, yeah, right. You know how we is in New York.
I'm from New York.
I'm from New York.
So essentially, it's in my blood.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right, we here.
For real, you know what I mean?
Since I came from the birthplace of humanity,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, we created life. Brooklyn, stand up. Brooklyn in the house. But yeah, hearing Hot 97, the #1 station, the hip hop.
Yo, stop. Just stop. Just fucking stop. They are not cutting you a check. Let that shit go.
We might get some endorsements. We don't know. Listen, but my brother, listen to Hot 97. No lie, yo, Cream. Yo, once when that shit hit, I was just like, yo, what is this, yo? What is this? I was like, what? Yo, this is crazy. But yo, that was it. It was my brother. My brother put me on, and from there, I was just like, I was a Wu head. No lie.
Okay, so my first experience with Wu was the 2 singles from off of 36 Chambers.
What you
I ain't get it. It was Cream and METHOD Man. Now, METHOD Man, I loved it off top. It made complete sense. I fucking rock with it because, unbeknownst to my brain, it was the formulaic shit that my brain really loved. The Cream shit, I didn't understand. Like, because the translation of drug dealer lifestyle shit, I had no clue about. So I didn't like it. So and then as I actually experienced the whole album, I thought it was trash. Didn't like it. Wow. These guys ain't that good. But I was like, these guys can't, like, how much I know. These guys can't go any further than this.
Wow.
This is the last
damn,
time. I'm just playing. But that wasn't me thinking. I was thinking in my mind, like, please, no more, please. No more. No, please.
Then hold up, then let me ask you, since you said that,
That's just like,
what made you go out and want to get the second album?
Because by then, 5 albums had dropped?
Oh,
so, like, Method Man had
That's when everybody started
joints,
dropping
right?
Got it. Yeah.
The thing that made me really fall in love with, I think the first real strong Wu record that I really loved was I Came to Bring the Pain from Method Man. So when that dropped, it was undeniable. The flow pattern was hard. The production was crazy. It was up tempo, and it was just like, yo, it was just, and so much of his personality was in it. So then after that comes Incarcerated Scarfaces, and then after that, in that time period, we also got ODB. So I'm getting like bitch slapped left, right, and center, and then what I'm saying, the Infamous came out. So Raekwon's on there, and I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy, and I'm getting hit with so much stuff. So by that time, I had firmly become like, all right, these niggas got it. Like, I gotta see what happens next. You know what I mean? And then,
See, I didn't even look at it like that.
I had to be sold on.
When I heard it, I'm like, that's
Instantly,
it. It just hit me.
Nah,
and I was
Man, for me, I don't know if it
was
was because the repetitiveness that I kept hearing it all the time.
Right,
Sometimes when you hear shit in rotation so much, you just become accustomed to it. So you're like, yeah, I gotta bang this shit. I don't know if it was that for me, because I can say a little bit at first it was kind of the same way where I was just like, yo, this is just too much. Like, what's going on?
I didn't see it like that.
What the fuck going on?
I'm that way too.
Who's what?
Right.
Who this? RZA, Jizza, nigga, what?
Yeah. Oh shit, Jizza's album sonically was insane. And then to have, like, this was the beginning of niggas scheming on marketing shit. Facts. So they put Killer Priest, the Bible song at the end of the album and tell you his album coming next, but it don't come until after Wu Tang Forever. But we ain't getting into that right now. But like, there was so much interactivity. If you really fell in love with one Wu album, which Jizza was the first full album I fell in love with. I liked.
Was that the one with the video with Speed Racer?
No. That's Inspector Deck's album, nigga. What you talking about, Speed Racer, nigga? Inspector Deck, nigga.
I just remember the video, which caught me off.
What is it? Shadow boxing or chess boxing? Shadow boxing or whatever. So like that first album, to me, was the best body of work I had heard at that time period. And even though I liked 6 songs off of Raekwon's first solo album, I still didn't get it. Like, I didn't get it. It took me a long time to get. I'm like, I'm gonna stick with these 3 songs. But as I grew into a man and I started, learning more about the world, the album started expanding and becoming more and more like, yo, this whole thing is crazy.
It's deeper than
you know what I mean?
Just rap.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You got everything them crazy niggas was saying.
It took me a minute.
Yo, son.
It was,
yo, I'm about to slap the sides off the something and yo, get the broccoli with the I don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Why now you don't like Reasonable Doubt?
Reasonable Doubt is layered in
it was that same era too, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It was layered. Like that's the era of MC. Yeah. That's why you'll never hear me.
That makes sense.
I'm never gonna be you're never gonna hear me be the guy that's gonna love the MC. I love MCs. But I love MCs that can give it to you complex, but also break it down. That's where I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna love Big forever. Right. Because even though his shit was complex, it wasn't complex because he found big words. Right. It was complex because every line could stand for 3 different things. Right. He had triple entendres all over the place and be telling a story the whole time. Crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like he was having a conversation, but he rapping on point the whole time. Like,
he breaking everything down for you.
Right.
He's telling you a story.
Right.
Like,
but
no bullshit. Yeah.
I felt like Raekwon, it didn't take me until I was 22, 23 to realize, Raekwon's telling me stories, but he's coding it because it might be a real story. Right. Like, there's so much truth laced in it that he's got to come up with different words and different...
36 chambers, that's all that was.
It was coded. It was so much coded shit in there. So I'm like, I ain't got time for the code. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want some shit. That's why when you like hear like...
no, the second album was. That one.
Second album.
That one kind of sort of got.
I agree, but I feel like RZA had grown as a producer and had been given so many materials to where like, all right, I'm gonna get a live violinist to come in and play this, and then we're gonna have these basic hooks, and then I'm gonna let these guys, instead of having 10 niggas on a record, let's just do 3. All right,
you couldn't focus, man. Like,
right, it was too much.
He was losing. He knew the second album he was gonna lose people.
Right.
He kept the first shit that they did. You know what I mean?
I really feel like RZA shot his entire production load for the rest of his life on Wu Tang Forever. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
That's the best album they ever had, in my opinion.
Agreed. From top to bottom. And I've heard people argue.
The W was whack.
The W was super whack. I think everything after that is whack.
The reunion
was whack.
Saga
whack.
Continues?
Whack.
For real?
You like Saga Continue?
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I do.
You're gonna be all alone on that island.
That's like pretty
but
much.
we appreciate
That's
you
like
for
the
trying.
Reunion.
We do appreciate you for trying.
It was only 2 songs on it I like. That was at the fucking end. I had to listen to all that bullshit.
To get to the last.
I gotta listen to it. And when's the last time y'all listened to it?
Oh, it's been years.
2013.
Damn. This nigga crazy.
You just decided I'm gonna give this a chance.
Right.
We was on Maryland Avenue. Because I think we was doing 1500. I was in the back listening to that. Mm-hmm. Mad as a bitch. Mad as a bitch.
You just randomly say, you know what?
Will do that.
I'm gonna just give it a chance. You know.
For groups that he love, he'll do that. He'll give a nigga a random chance. Like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, okay, let's say it like this. They might have had some great stuff that came after Wu Tang Forever, but does it really compare to the Wu Tang Forever?
No, I mean, it definitely doesn't compare.
And let's not even talk about you had a couple of good songs. Wu Tang Forever had an energy about it where, like, you really breezed through the first CD and then you like, fuck, like, and then you put the second one on there, like, and it's a whole different vibe. They take you from slow, they take you to high. Yep. And I feel like that was the first time that everybody knew their strengths. Everybody had done started to achieve success on their own. Right.
And
sound,
and it just wasn't all jumbled up. Yeah. Like the first one.
The first one was just like, yo, get in here, say some shit. Yeah.
Agreed. I feel like they played. Everybody had plenty of time to strategize a song, and then everybody kind of come in and execute and play their parts. Like, everybody had good chances to do good hooks. The best production was taken. There was a lot of variety in sounds. You know what I'm saying? Even though I still don't understand half the shit they were saying.
They don't know. Because they was high as a motherfucker. They don't know.
High as shit.
So the only way to listen to that album is high. Simple as that.
It really is.
But I don't know what the fuck they was high off of. Because that was not no goddamn
They was high off cocaine. They was talking about in the documentary. They was doing a whole lot of shit. So, I mean, I think
Let me ask you this. What's your favorite song on the second CD? You can only pick one.
Where's the one where niggas talking about leaving the Tyson fight?
MGM.
Yeah. That's my shit because it's Ghostface and Raekwon going back and forth. My second is going to be the one where You God is fucking with the bitch. Was it Black Jesus or some shit like that or Black something?
Pull it up real quick.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go do that shit. But like that was my shit. All right, Pill. When was the first? While we all looking it up, what was your first experience with Wu Tang?
My brother's a huge. He's a Wu Tang fan, but he's a.
Is he gonna watch this?
Yeah.
What's up, broski?
I'm gonna tell him to. And it was 36 Chambers. That was his. He listened to that damn near every day. Every time I got in the car, it was playing. Mm-hmm. Every time in the house, it was playing. You know what I'm saying? And that was definitely my introduction into Wu. So.
So was it like when you got introduced to it, were you like, yo, this is my shit? Or were you like...
I was shit-faced confused. It was just like...
Thank you.
I mean...
I know I'm not the only person.
But at that point, you gotta look. I was 8th grade, maybe. You know what I'm saying? When that shit came out. So it was like 7th grade. So it was just like, all right, okay, it's music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just what it was for me at that point.
I think Wu Tang was definitely another one of those first albums where I didn't understand what was being said, but the emotion of the record permeated me completely.
So on the first album, favorite song?
Cream.
METHOD, man, and then Cream would probably be second.
Yeah.
And then that's probably like 1 or 2 more on there, but for the most part, like it sounds dated and old when I first heard it. I was like, what the fuck is this old ass shit? But I mean, I recognize once again, like 36 Chambers is like Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt for
It's the
me.
introduction.
No, it took a long time for me to learn to appreciate it. I still don't like it, but it took me a while to learn how to appreciate it and understand.
Why do you appreciate it though?
Because number one, hearing their story about, all right, well, we ain't have shit, and then hearing about how Risen, you know what I'm
It's an
saying?
introduction to like, all right, you know what? Let me give it a chance because I can see where they get ready to go. I kind of feel a little bit.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that from 36 Chambers.
It's a Reasonable Doubt took me there. That's what Reasonable Doubt was.
Reasonable Doubt.
So which one did you listen to first?
Between Reasonable Doubt and 36 Chambers?
Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt.
36 Chambers.
I can't. Yo, I don't. Go ahead. Say what you gonna say. Cause we about to argue. Cause I don't see.
What, you don't see the build up from 36
Come on.
Chambers?
No, let's put 36 Chambers to the side just for a second. We're gonna come back to that. Reasonable Doubt. Oh, nobody saw a career coming based off of this album.
Bullshit.
Shut your ass up. Because you're going to be a lying-ass bastard to sit here and tell me that you heard Reasonable Doubt and went, this nigga going to be one of the greatest of all time.
No, I've never said anybody was going to be the greatest of all time.
He going to be a billionaire. He going to marry a badass bitch.
He's going to be a billionaire, but I definitely knew. You got to remember, the energy for me was different. I was in New York at the time, so everything there is heightened with artists who come from there. You understand what I'm saying? So you hear it more. You understand it more. You're in the spots more. You know what he's talking about because you know where Marcy at. Right. So it was different for us. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, yo, this nigga's get ready to blow. Records aside, like if we don't say nothing about the records, do you feel like it was the lore of Jay-Z? Meaning that the stories, the legend of Jay-Z could have been bigger than the actual records themselves? Nah. A nigga with a squeaky voice, I didn't believe half the shit he said he did. So it wasn't even a legend. At that point, he wasn't even really a legend like that out there. Like, no lie, like Reasonable Doubt. The way they talk about Jay-Z in documentaries is like, chill, when Reasonable Doubt came out, like nobody really knew who the fuck he was. Like, no lie, like he had disappeared. Like he did something with Jazzo, like in London, 80s, right. And then he disappeared, and then this Reasonable Doubt shit came out. Big Daddy Kane. Yeah, and the shit with Big Daddy Kane, like nobody was really paying attention to him. Like Reasonable Doubt was the shit where, you know what I mean, I think niggas started to pay attention, but it wasn't until Def Jam got behind that. When Def Jam got behind that, that's when shit started to happen. So, and I'll tell you from my perspective, the emotion that you felt, I felt on the second album. I understood everything Jay-Z was going to be when the second album came out. Got it. His whole trajectory, his whole everything, the whole Rockefeller rollout, everything was on the second album. To me,
Hard Night Life, right?
No. That's In My Lifetime, Volume 1. And then like Volume 2 was Hard Night Life. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's when he
was
commercial Jay.
Yeah, that's when he found his lane.
Right. I feel like if we look at it like this, Reasonable Doubt was his creative opus. The second album was him attempting to balance the creative with the commercial. And then
Reasonable Doubt was not commercial at all.
Not at all.
That's why I said Reasonable Doubt was his creative opus. That was him at the height of creativity of that time period of his life.
Yeah, he did it on Tidal.
It was only but
that's the only one he owns the rights to.
When he does, he's like, all right, my creativity is cool, but I'm not making money. So I need to learn how to blend the creativity with the commercial shit. I gotta be big. I gotta find my big space. I gotta find my whatever space. Definitely. So the second album was that, but he went too far. Way too far. But if y'all really, and as much as people be like, yo, like my lifetime is bad, no, it wasn't. It's a classic. But a lot of people like, yo, that's like one of his worst albums. Like, we saw my dick. That was one of my favorite. That's one. I feel like that was Jay becoming Jay in that album.
Yeah, Kingdom Come probably was one of the worst. That's a whole nother.
Oh yeah, niggas argue about that too. And then once you get to Volume 2, it's crazy. Now let's take that whole framework and put it back into Wu Tang.
Right.
RZA was trying to figure it out on 36 Chambers, using whatever resources he had.
Yeah, I mean, because you hear it.
You definitely hear it.
And it just, like I said, it just...
You hear the confusion. You can hear the niggas just trying to lobby for slot time.
Like they just rapping over top of each other.
That's exactly it.
It sounds like a fucking live performance on a CD. I'm just saying.
A bunch of out of breath niggas.
It sounds like a live performance. Niggas rapping with everybody. Shit. It just sounds like a live performance on a CD.
That's crazy.
Like, fucking let's sell and see what happens.
Yeah.
One mic.
Yeah.
My first Sony.
Wow. I guess if you put it that way, that makes sense when you listen to the first album and the second album.
No, I mean the first album. I mean,
it was still good. I'm just saying.
Good. It was just at the same time it was good, but also it was bad too.
To this day, I still don't listen to 36 Chambers, bro. Like, that's why I don't want nobody to get it twisted.
I listened to it about 2 weeks ago.
I listened to it again the other day just because I was like, yo, I forgot all about it. Honestly, when we saw about the Wu or whatever, I was just like, yo, 36 Chambers. Like, I forgot all about it. To me, it's the foundation. So I'm a foundation dude. Like, I like when, like, I can see where people are, like, getting their inspiration from and, like, how it starts. I like to see it curate, to what it is now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if 36 Chambers wouldn't have happened, we wouldn't have had Wu Tang.
If 36 Chambers wouldn't have happened, there's so much music and so many artists we would not have known about, because Wu Tang really inspired a whole generation of music.
Like we said, a solid 6 years. They had a good run.
They had a crazy run.
Because if you didn't have 36 Chambers, you wouldn't have got the next album.
Yeah, you wouldn't have got
no. You know what I mean?
So I think
you wouldn't have had a Meth and Red.
You wouldn't.
Nope.
Yeah, facts.
Meth, Red, Ray, Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Old Dirty Bastard.
Was it 3 albums?
Jizza. Who?
Meth and Red.
Was it 3?
2.
Yeah, that's what.
You don't need to see Blackout 1 and Blackout 2, right? And then honestly,
you wouldn't have had How High.
You might not have.
Track of How High. That's right.
Not even just that, but like,
because there was no Wu.
Method Man put the pressure on Redman to do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, Wu-Tang's presence in the game pressured niggas to step their game up.
I mean, it made Redman stop screaming.
Nigga, you a fucking
that nigga
fool.
would scream whatever he had.
That's your boy though, yeah.
He still screams.
All right, so like on the next level, like for those young people that didn't understand, like in the 90s, Wu-Tang not only had 3 record labels, 3. Not 1, 3. You had Razor Sharp Records, you had Wu-Tang Records, and then you had they had Wu-Tang Production, which was like the overarching company for that, and then they had, god damn, it was the other company, Wu something else. So anyway, all of the artists was
Wu Productions.
that was a production. They had another record label, like I can't remember what it was, but anyway, they had all of that. They had studios. They had the clothing line that came out of nowhere. I mean, merch was one, but the clothing line.
Yeah, the wool wear. I mean,
and they had 7 stores.
Yeah.
They had New York, LA, Atlanta. They had Paris,
Japan,
London, Japan. Where else?
Atlanta, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had one on. I counted that. So it was like 7 stores, and then like I went to the one in Atlanta. It was like a hood spot, for real. But when you go in there, it's just like Wu clothes everywhere, and jackets, hoodies. They was in Macy's too. They had their own.
One of the I think they were the first rap
super successful.
Yeah, besides
clothing lines.
Run DMC. You understand what I'm saying?
On the low, LL Cool J had Troop as a clothing line.
Word?
That was his clothing line.
I thought it was FUBU.
No, he was a brand ambassador for FUBU, but he owned Troop.
Word?
He had part ownership in it. Like, yeah, that was one of the companies. That's why he was wearing it so heavy at one point in time. I found that out listening to a podcast, and he was telling his story, and that's when he blew my mind. But anyway, I feel like Wu-Tang had the first clothing line that everybody knew that's their shit. They wearing their shit.
Everything had Wu-Tang written on it.
Pretty much. Wu wear this and that. They had their own sneakers.
And that's a lot of those brands that came like Loves and FUBU and all of them.
Yes.
They really came like after that whole Wu movement.
Man. Right.
Really, Onyx even tried to do that with the jerseys.
Didn't work.
Shit. Didn't work.
Didn't work. Didn't work.
They was walking around with hockey jerseys and shit on. That's a whole other conversation.
I feel like Wu Tang also was one of the first groups that it was a vibe. It was a lifestyle. Like Wu Tang really fostered a lifestyle. Like you lived a certain way if you was a Wu type person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Subsequently, so many people got Wu Tang tattoos.
So since you say it that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between how Wu did it? And I said Dipset at first, but I'm gonna change it now because G Unit also had their own clothing line.
Correct.
They changed the game for a minute, for a while. So what's the difference in how they did it and how G Unit did it? You think without Wu, there wouldn't have been no G Unit doing it that way?
Well, I'm gonna say they had 50 Cent behind them, right? Like when the head person is like.
When the marquee guy is the head guy, it is a different energy. So like he's pushing, he's carrying everybody.
He's the brand.
And then this other thing, 50 was so big
at that point
that like everybody was making money just off of the energy level of it.
Facts.
Wu-Tang was huge because most of the niggas was fly, and it was just natural almost.
Natural, and also with Wu-Tang, it was more so of like I said, like it was like a way of life almost. Like when you watch that doc on Showtime, like when you listen to people talk, it's like they're talking like it was like these guys were philosophers.
It was almost also the intermixing of the 5% of religion, with the Wu shit. And then like every album really
arts, like when you combine those two,
that too.
You know what I mean? Like it became a different way of like looking at them.
If you think back to listening to all of the Wu albums, they talk lifestyle talk all day. This is how you should eat. Yep. You know, we don't do this. This is how we move. This is how we live. Yeah. This is what we want our children to be. Yeah. That's all they talked about in their records and their songs. It was all about, you know what I'm saying, them trying to push this narrative, this 5% of lifestyle, but also a few other things in the mix of it. Whereas when G Unit came out, it was kind of a lifestyle, but it was more so, to me, more so it was great marketing.
Yeah, they was trying to
it still
push
wasn't
a brand.
that big though.
It was big.
It was big as the Wu movie.
In terms of dollars and cents, it was bigger than.
In terms of dollars and cents, it was equally as big.
Longevity?
In terms of cultural impact,
yes,
Wu-Tang still eclipses
to this day
50 Cent, right? And G Unit.
Yeah, but you don't see nobody rocking the G Unit shit
now. That is
but you still see niggas rocking Wu shit.
You motherfucking right.
Yeah.
That's why cultural.
So if I wanted to be like, if I wanted to have longevity, I would definitely say I would want to be part of Wu. Right?
Like I'm not buying any
the money. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm not buying any Wu albums right now, but I'll definitely buy some Wu clothes.
Yeah, and I'll go to a show.
Yeah.
I go to a show. I go to a Wu show.
I was trying to get this nigga to go to the Raekwon show. He bitched out on me and shit.
I go to a Wu show. Just one time. I've never been.
He threw it out there twice.
This bitch. Yeah, but
one day I'm gonna get there.
This nigga.
But it's big Raekwon fan.
Obviously not.
No, but it's gray areas in it. Do I want to go to a Raekwon concert? Yes and no. I want to go because I'm a Raekwon fan. But no, because I want to see the whole group. I want to see all of them together.
Never gonna see that again.
I know that.
Old Dirty Gone.
Yeah, you ain't never.
I ain't talking about not so much. I mean, in the physical part, but.
Oh, you want like a hologram of old.
No, I'm just saying, I just want to experience like all the living members of Wu all together.
Yeah,
right.
No, and that's why I say I would go to a concert.
All right, now I don't mean to cut y'all off, but we got to wrap this up in a little bit. It's gonna get complicated. This is where it's gonna get hard. We have to rank best to worst.
As a group,
best member to the worst member. Number 1 to number 9. So give me you can do your own personal one, or we can do one together as
let's do it as a group.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Yeah. So who's?
I'm not gonna remember.
Who's? Let's start the easy one. Who's the worst?
You go.
Are we going?
You go.
You're all gonna agree.
Yo, the only reason why I'm gonna disagree because you got hits with different members of the group.
But we talking about solo.
I'm talking about just in totality of an individual artist.
Can he hold his own?
Is Master Killer holding his own? Master Killer ain't got no hits outside of the group hits. So that's why I'm saying I gotta put Master Killer at top. No, because you got hits, nigga. He got hits. They not his hits, but he went Method on the song. He got one with Ghost. He got one with.
Put him at 10.
No, we gonna put Master Killer at 9 because there's only 9 niggas in the group.
You said 10.
I'm sorry, 9. Because
so you Master Killer at 9.
I'm gonna put Master Killer at 9.
You got at 8.
You got at 8.
Okay.
Agree.
All right.
We gonna put Cap at 7. We gonna get shot. Somebody gonna kill us. Somebody is really gonna say.
Actually,
what? And who gonna be at 7?
I would put Cap at 5.
Nah,
you
No,
you
don't want to
bugging.
No, because what it is.
We ain't got many members left after
No.
We ain't got that many left.
Stop.
We ain't got many left now.
You gotta cut it out.
Cap wrote a lot of songs for them.
So
if he wrote in the shit, you gotta get
fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
We had a conversation earlier about somebody else, and I will agree though. Delivery is everything.
Here we go.
Delivery is everything.
Here we go. But that's not applicable to this conversation because when he's talking about like writing some hooks and helping out. He's not talking about Capadonna writing whole niggas verses, nigga.
Well,
he bugging, nigga. Like, yo, that'll get us shot for real. Calm the fuck down.
I gotta go back to New York.
Right. So,
shit, the nigga live right over there.
Stop. Master Killer is at 10, at 9. Excuse me. You got at 8. We putting Riz at 7.
Yeah, I would put Riz at 7.
To make you happy, and we put Capadonna at 6. I don't know why the fuck is we doing that, yo. I feel like thank you.
At 6,
6 and Cap at 7. Thank you. Don't this. I fuck with RZA.
Yeah, I do
for real.
A lot of niggas don't, but I fuck with RZA.
Let's put Inspector Deck at 5.
Facts.
Let's put Jizz at 4.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
That way we can put Method.
It's where shit get fucked up right here. This where shit get fucked up.
I was waiting for this.
This is where shit
So let me
get
ask you
fucked
this:
up.
where's ODB going at on here?
Oh shit.
This is what I'm saying.
All right, so it is 10 niggas in the group now. It's 10 niggas in the group. All right, so look, let's push everybody that No, we don't need to start over. We push everybody from 6 back, push them back.
Okay.
So like, yo, you gonna put we put Master Killer at 10. You gonna put You God at 9. You gonna put Capadonna at 7.
Yep.
You gonna put Riz at 6.
What about
You gonna put ODB at 5.
where Jizz at?
You gonna put Jizz at 4, right where the fuck he was at before, and then we go back to the same argument we was about to have.
I don't want to have that argument though.
Yo, we gonna put Method Man at 3. You gonna put Ghostface at 2, and you gonna put Raekwon at 1.
Yeah.
Raekwon at 1?
Hell yeah, nigga. Raekwon is at number 1.
So
Now I would put.
the people that
God bless and good night.
so the people that's fighting for 2 and 1
Sit your
would
ass down.
be the people that's fighting for 2 and 1 would be Ghostface and Raekwon.
I would put Ghostface.
I think Ghostface got better buzz.
I really do.
I'll put Ray at 1.
I'm serious. Ghostface.
No, I would put Ray at 1.
First of all,
Method 2.
let's be
and
honest.
Ghost at 3.
Method Man was smoke fucking Ghostface on a
think so?
battle. Yes.
Oh, we talking about a battle. That's
We
different.
just talking about some rap shit. Let's spin bar for bar.
I'm talking about.
Let's be real. Method Man is smoking the shit out of Raekwon and Ghostface.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Ghostface was smoke the shit out of Raekwon on some shit. But when we just talk about all around cool factor and all around most loved and favorited.
Well, then we gotta put Method Man at number 1 then.
Yeah.
No.
I'm serious.
No.
If you talking about all around favorite person,
No.
you gotta put Method 1.
I'm telling you, you have to put Method.
No.
Nowadays,
I get it. Something happened in your childhood, but I'm just saying, I would put Method
I'm
at
just
1.
saying. No.
did Method Man rape you or something? He touched you inappropriately?
Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Raekwon's his boyfriend. It's okay. Raekwon's giving him a
Yeah,
check.
right? He wanted to go see him in person though.
Raekwon.
Hey, break out your Raekwon knee pads.
Raekwon
knee pads.
and shit. God damn.
Get you that shirt that you always wanted. Raekwon.
He probably got a big ass strap with Raekwon on his back right there. Ray rings.
I named my my son Raekwon. What you talking about?
We'll be right back. Whoa. I wasn't ready for that. All right. So give me your top 3 or 4 over again. No, do the top 3 over again.
Top 3, I'm gonna honestly put Meth at 1.
And you gonna put who at 2?
I'm gonna put Raekwon at 2.
And you gonna put Ghostface at 3. You was blasphemous, son of a bitch.
I'm just saying.
You gonna put Ghostface at number 3, son?
I'm just saying.
I don't know if you're going.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
I can't wait for somebody in the comment section to be like, "How dare you disrespect RZA? He should be number 1."
Oh, RZA.
I can't wait for that nigga to come and
It's gonna be
let the games begin.
It's probably gonna be RZA.
Let the war begin.
Actually, no, it'd probably be you, God. Why am I at the bottom?
I'm the greatest of the Wu Tang members.
I was Wu Tang.
I am Wu Tang.
Yo,
they barely won.
let's see, Cap and that motherfucker. Them niggas fighting in the comment section amongst themselves and shit. Oh shit.
Famous.
Yo, all right, Pill. Who's your top 3?
Top 3. 1, Ghostface Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Raekwon and Meth.
Wait a minute. Who's at 1?
Ghostface.
And who's at 2?
Raekwon.
And at 3?
Meth.
Okay. Will?
Raekwon.
Ray. He calls him Ray. He calls him Ray. They on that.
Number 1 would be Ray.
Oh, Ray.
Oh, yeah, Ray. Big Ray.
His personal relationship. I know him personally.
Number 2 would be Meth. Number 3.
I'm not mad at you, y'all. I'm not mad at you, even as disrespectful as shit.
Actually, you know what?
I hate putting.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change it because still be Raekwon number 1.
I'm sure.
Then it'd be Ghostface. Then Meth.
Same thing I said.
I like Ray. I like Ghostface first album.
I'm gonna do the list the way it really supposed to be done.
I did it off the album that I like. Cuban Links was tough.
Dick sucking aside, for real, it need to be, and this is mine. It's Method Man is number 1. Raekwon is excuse me. Method Man is number 1. Ghostface is number 2, and Raekwon is number 3.
And honestly, I can mix those up. Yeah, so y'all both kind of. I mean, we did the same thing. We all did the same thing, basically. We just kind of moved them around.
Yeah, we just moved around different things.
Meth is number 1 though.
Yeah,
I would say Meth is number 1.
Yeah.
Now let's flip this like this. Since we didn't.
See, you talking about Raekwon, you want to flip and stuff. Like, you gotta stop.
Whoa!
Yeah, you gotta
We'll be right back. What did Joe Budden say? Sleepers? Sleepers, anyone?
Out of the whole list, your top 3.
Oh, it's the same. Doesn't change.
Mine, it completely changed. You talking about my personal? Man, you God is number 1.
Okay. How you gonna wrap this up? All right.
No, I'm just playing.
I don't know now, man. I don't know.
You never know.
You never know.
Doing your personal time is doing your personal time.
Right.
Separate business from pleasure.
And they don't call them golden arms for nothing. I'm just like, yo, we'll be right back. Yeah, but no. I mean, realistically, it would probably be. Jizz is probably going to be in my top 3 on a personal level. Ray. And am I gonna say Method Man?
You gotta say Method Man.
I mean, because I personally enjoy his music. So I'm like, I'm only making choices based off of like I enjoy Jizza's first 2 albums like the most. I enjoy Raekwon's first 2 albums the most. I enjoyed Method Man's first 2 albums the most. And honorable mention, this is gonna sound crazy, but I actually am a RZA fan. His first two RZA albums, I really enjoyed in a weird kind of cuckoo. I know I'm insane. That's like the first album I bought where I was like, yeah, I know something's wrong with me because I'm not supposed to like this. Like I bought this and I like it, and I'm not supposed to like it. You know what I'm saying? No. No. But there was heavy Wu Tang, and there was heavy Wu Tang influence when I first started producing and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, shout out to them.
Even in the album cover, I can tell.
Yeah.
The bubble coat.
We're going to talk about that another time. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back.
So what would be your personal 3?
My personal 3, Method Man, you made a point with Ghostface. I would probably put Ghostface at number 2 then, and then switch Raekwon to number 3. Cause I did like Ghostface's first 2 albums.
I like 4 or 5 of Ghostface albums, but for whatever reason, I still go back to these 3 niggas. I don't know why. Ghostface got phenomenal albums,
but really do.
But the replay on it ain't always there for me. You know what I'm saying? I can replay. It's only built for Cuban Links anytime. I can replay to Cal anytime, and even as weird and crazy as it sounds, like.
You know why?
Jizza is a whole nother level for me. Like
I think like when we talk about Meth and Jizza and them, I think what it is their music kind of puts you in like in a different space. You know what I mean?
Word,
like,
agreed.
You can pinpoint something there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As to where Ghostface, for some weird reason, I felt like I did. There was times when I felt like he was trying to make mood music. You dig what I'm saying? Like he was trying to touch an emotion there. You know what I mean? And make a connection. Mm-hmm. And it worked, but it was great production.
Right.
He had great production, you know what I mean? Great good hooks, like a lot of that.
All right, so I gotta go ahead.
Now mine, it would be Old Dirty. That first, I like the first album.
I'm not mad at you.
So,
and
you're not mad at him?
For Dirty? ODB?
Number 1?
No, it's no order.
Oh, no order.
No order.
How about to say? Even if you want to put it at number 1, come on. ODB got 2 classic albums. Hey,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But then
I got
also,
your money.
The nigga knew he couldn't sing. But it never stopped. And he always did it. He had no problem experimenting with his shit.
Well, same thing with drugs.
Well, yeah, right. He had no problem experimenting. Period.
So it would be Old Dirty.
Right.
Ghostface.
Right.
Like that first album was just that did it. And Raekwon.
Surprised.
Very.
Cuban Link is just it's one of those you can put it on right now. Granted, it came over 20 years ago.
Facts.
And you can still understand it today, and it still applies today.
Okay, so this is going to goes into our next question, and one of the final is one more after this. Let's rank.
Hold on. What's yours, nigga?
Person?
Yeah.
Method, Raekwon, and Ghostface.
Okay, that's what's up. Best to worst solo albums. Top 10 solo projects. So,
Pass.
nope, can't pass. We're going to do this as a group. All right. The 10th of the best Wu Tang. And we talking about solo projects. I'm not talking about group albums. We talking about solo projects. And you know what? It'll be easiest if we start at number 1 for this one.
Top 10 of the best.
Top 10 of the best Wu Tang album, but good. We talking about the best of the best.
Best of the best.
So which one would be the best all-time Wu Tang solo project ever?
Ghostface.
Which
Cuban
one?
Links.
Cuban Links.
That's not Ghostface. That's
Raekwon.
that's Raekwon.
I would say that. Niggas still rock the purple tape t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to have a listening session right quick.
Because you sit there and think
We need
you're
a
like
listening session because this is crazy.
This was on the docket, dickheads. I've sent it to you in the paperwork.
They got a lot of shit. They got a lot of work.
you cannot sit there and listen to
nigga,
Wu Tang shit 24 hours.
we talked about this shit 2 months ago. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Get over your shit.
Get out there and pick that the cotton there, boy.
So all right, so let's the only bill for Cuban Links, I'll go with it. But I'm putting ODB's first album
underneath
right behind it.
Yeah,
so I put that at number 2. And then I'll put Ghostface first solo album at number 3. That featured Ray.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? When they holding the wallabies in the joint.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 3.
That's 3.
Let's put
You go.
we'll put him at 15, 20. We'll put him at 20. Yeah.
He'll make the top 100.
At 100.
Yo, I'm putting Jizza's first album at 4.
Then Riz is in 5.
We're gonna put Method Man's
5, yeah.
Where Bobby
Second.
Jacob going at?
12th. So anyway,
You ain't like Bobby Digital?
I did. I love Bobby Digital, but we talking about greatest, the top 10 greatest solo projects of all time, and I don't know if it fits because I'm still putting. I'm focused. Y'all niggas playing like.
I'm thinking.
I'm putting Jizza at number 4. I'm gonna put Method Man's second album at number 5.
You put Ghost at what, number 2?
No.
Wait, what was the second album?
We put. All right. So let's go back to the beginning. We got Raekwon's Only Built for Cuban Links Once. We got ODB's first solo album. What was that? Food Stamps or whatever the fuck they call that. That's at number 2. That's like fucking platinum crazy shit. Yeah. Then we put Ghostface at 3, the first solo album.
Iron Man.
Right.
Yep.
Then we put Jizza's Shadowboxing at number 4. Or whatever the fuck the name of the first album was. That's classic. So
what's number 5?
We gonna put Method Man's second album at 5.
What was the second album?
Tikal,
2000 or 3000 or whatever. Or we could put Method Man's first album.
I was gonna say his first album, honestly. Nah. Oh.
He only had the one hit on there. Most of the production was kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we'll come back to that. We'll just say a Method Man project right there. What was that? Number 5 and number 6.
That was 5.
That was 5. So number 6. Then we can start moving into definitely Inspector Deck's first solo. I'll put that at that. We'll respect that. That's lit. Capadonna's Pillage was a fucking dope ass album. Come on, you didn't like the Pillage?
Wow.
That's why I wanted to put it on the 7, yo.
No, my brother.
You hating like that, son? You hating like that, son?
Yeah. Come from me. Yeah.
Like that, son? Yeah, right.
Wait, whoa.
Wait.
Nah, bro. I pass. Yeah, I pass on that whole. Hard pass. Pause.
This is a children's show.
Get the fuck out of here.
Far from that.
Kids, get the fuck out of here. All right, so where we at? We at 6 or 7?
7.
Let's put Bobby Digital at 7.
I agree.
Yeah.
Then we gonna put Ghostface's second album at 8.
Whoa. No.
What else you gonna put at 8? Name something. Cause I'm literally going through the whole group trying to be like, all right, well, who we ain't posted yet.
Shit. Yeah, cause you can't. Yeah.
What? Really ain't too much else. What you gonna do? You gonna put Raekwon's second album on that? Nigga, you can't even tell me one song that was on the second album.
I can't.
Exactly. Out of here.
Really can't.
Out of here. Out of here. I'm not gonna put. So yeah. Ghostface second album at 8. And then we'll put another Method Man album at 9. And then we'll put ODB's second album.
Come in at.
Who?
Liquid Swords.
That was the name of Jizz's first album.
Yeah.
Oh, you already said that.
Yeah. We kept misnaming it. Come for me in the comment section, motherfucker. Pause. Super pause. So, and then Nigga Please, which is his, we're gonna put that at like 10 or 9 or whatever. And that's it.
10.
Yeah, there you
Put
go.
it at 10.
Right.
There was one song off of there that was hot. One.
And if you want to make it easier, we can put the group albums, the first 2 group albums as 1 and 2. And then you can put everybody else behind that. And then that'll make it more comfortable. So y'all agree or y'all disagreeing? I mean, y'all want to fight about it? What's up?
Golden Arms Redemption.
So,
Is that regards?
yes, that's the
Research
that's
that, huh?
Yeah.
you had no clue,
no
nigga.
idea what it was.
All right, so the last thing was can Wu Tang create another classic album?
No.
And I'm talking about in this time period. These niggas.
No.
Without help?
No. I'm not. I don't give a fuck if they got.
What do you mean help?
If Timbaland and what you call it, I don't give a fuck who
producers.
comes on. If they have an unlimited budget and access to any producers in the world, do you feel like they can come up with another
I
classic?
think it can be done.
I think if they was honestly
to remove RZA as the executive producer and the head producer,
correct?
Because they've already agreed to do the next Wu Tang album without RZA being involved on the.
I agree because the sound is getting too repetitive.
Way
I
back.
agree. I agree, but they don't need all of them though.
What you mean?
They don't need all of them.
All of the what?
They don't have
all
all
of
of
them.
them.
Nah, come on, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Everybody,
That's what makes Woo Woo.
Yeah,
It is, but I mean, I don't.
No, we
I
talking
don't know if
about.
all of them can. Like,
we don't need all of them on every song.
Okay,
Are we
But
talking
you need them
about?
on a whole album.
Are we talking about just the original members? Or are we talking about the subsidiaries too?
No. We're just talking about the original members.
Okay.
Wu Tang, the 9, 10
Yeah.
niggas that's supposed to be in there.
Yeah, they can do it.
Yeah, I think they can, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence.
They got to be open to like,
Being
opening their
creative.
mind.
That's
You know
what
what
it
I'm
is. It's
saying?
the creativity thing that's where I think a lot of them still stuck in. A lot of them still stuck. Especially those who didn't have like the huge commercial success. Especially if they're gonna go with other producers now. You understand what I'm saying?
They got to be
like
open
they
to
got to be open to that, to changing up that sound.
So once again, I'm gonna ask the question one more time. I'm gonna go around the table. Do you feel like they can come up with another classic album? Yes or no?
No.
Can you?
Yes.
Will?
No.
I think they can.
It's
Come on, it's like our modern day Led Zeppelin. Well, our modern day Guns N' Roses may not be good examples, but
Yeah, because they can't.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I just can't see because the way music has changed. Everything's all trap now. Everything.
Nah.
So I mean,
It's a lot of really dope music that's not trap related, but we're gonna get into that another time. Shout out to Griselda.
I just don't
Benny
think
the
they
Butcher.
can do it.
But that's why they got to be open to
Doing shit differently.
Production.
Yeah.
That's
They gotta be open to
I
different.
mean,
If they open to that, then I say yeah. If not, then I say no.
that's like
Yeah,
when
if
we
they not,
review
yeah.
Ghostface shit. What was it, 2 years ago?
yeah.
It was cool for the first 4 songs.
And then it got repetitive.
Yes, it just.
But he's got to be he's got to be open to something different.
I don't think he could do it.
Damn.
I mean,
And that's where I'm at. That's why I said no, because I don't really think they can do it.
now if time went back, if music went
You said
back,
yes.
and niggas went back to that shit, yes, I think they could do it then. But now, I don't think they can do it.
Okay, let's move on. Did everybody here at the table except for Pill see the TV show trailer for the Wu Tang TV show?
No, I didn't.
No.
Fuck. There's a TV show that RZA is the head of that they're doing the Wu Tang story as a TV show.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I didn't see the trailer.
They got Joey Badass playing somebody in there
It's going to be like
on Hulu.
VH1
It's on Hulu.
Oh.
It's a scripted, like they got actors to play all of the Wu Tang members,
Really?
and they're doing the.
Who's gonna play meth?
I don't remember.
Probably not.
They haven't really. But I mean, do you feel like this could work?
Yeah.
I'm interested. I know I'm going to watch it.
I would watch it. Will it work? For
I would give it
old heads
3.
like us, yeah.
I would give it 3 episodes.
It depends on who they get to play each.
No,
This
I'm saying-
nigga said, I'm going to give it 3 episodes. That is fucked up.
No, I'm gonna say if it don't catch me in the 3, then
You out.
yeah.
How many episodes you giving it, Pill?
Like one.
Yeah, I'll give it 1.
Like one.
I'm right
You
there.
know,
No, because you can always catch that one and be like,
Nah.
Yeah,
it's
sometimes the
kinda
first
dry.
episodes be a
You
little
gotta
dry.
catch,
But
you gotta
then,
catch me on the pilot.
You gotta catch me, yeah, because
that's
I'm not
rough.
wasting my time.
that's not always true because when me and Jay started watching Breaking Bad, those first couple of episodes was slow as shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And it would if you
Yeah, see, I got.
If you had gave up early, you would have missed out on a classic television show. That's a fact.
yeah, so that's why I was sitting there saying I would
Breaking
have
Bad,
to give it at
so-
least 3. I might not.
Sorry.
I would give it a 3, and if it ain't nothing within those 3 combined to make me watch that 4th one, then I'm
See,
gonna
here's
walk
the
away
thing,
from
though.
it.
What are they gonna show us, though? What are, I mean, like
The whole
what is this-
story.
But you know, although I don't know it, I kind of can figure it out. You know
I
what
mean,
Like,
the documentary pretty much
yeah,
put everything
like,
out there.
So I don't know if I need to see it dramatized. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It really
So
just
after the
depends.
first episode, it's just like if I don't like, oh shit, this is crazy. I mean, what they gonna try to do, like on some power shit or something? I mean, I don't know. I'm
Were they
trying
gonna start off when they were kids?
But yeah,
and
New
it's
Edition.
just-
What the fuck is this?
Every nigga that came on the screen in the trailer looked like kids. Even Joey Badass, I was looking like a little baby. I was like, oh boy, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm I'm good with
The
it.
people that's playing them gotta play them to the T. If not, then it ain't gonna work.
And you gotta tell me some shit
Who the fuck gonna play over
that I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know that much. I just saw the trailer and I was just like, oh, all right, cool. Like, I think we doing a Wu Tang dedication. It's worth mentioning.
Yeah.
All right, so like, yo, in the comment section, answer this question. I mean, in the midst of you tearing us a new asshole for the crazy shit we've been saying this whole show, pause and no homo. What do you feel like in a prediction? Do you feel like it could work? It's not gonna work? What? Let us know. Let's go. So anyway, all right. With that being said, is there anything left that y'all want to say before we get out of this Wu-Tang conversation?
Wu-Tang forever.
Yeah. The Wu.
That's pretty much it. Phil, anything you want to add?
Nope.
Shit, that's it.
That's it.
All right.
Wu member here. I mean, Wu listener here. Nope. That's why he don't
Check
know
us out next
Wu-Tang
week.
forever.
Our dedication. Who's we dedicating the next one to?
Mobb Deep.
That was one thing too. But okay. Either.
No, it was after that.
Oh, Mobb Deep. Okay, cool. I'm cool with Mobb Deep.
It was Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep,
In light,
then Tribe.
in light of popular culture, I'm actually going to call them Audible for this one, and we're going to do the dedication to So Def.
We already did that.
Nigga, what did that like 6 years ago?
Oh, we did it.
we
It was done. Go back and listen. It's around there somewhere.
Don't forget to lock in next week.
So Def, that's what we're doing?
We doing So Def.
Hey, I'm with it though.
And then the week after that, we doing Mobb Deep. Yes!
Another New York group.
I gotta add some, we gotta add some variety. And I'm trying to pick up on, like right now, So Def, they got a documentary coming out.
They do. Yeah,
They're
Jermaine's
doing,
a lot right now.
right, yeah, he's
doing a lot.
really doing a lot.
Right.
The TV shows is popping, so.
Grimy ass Melvin.
He's got that new Confessions with
Confessions 2 with
yeah,
Usher.
come out. Yeah,
Usher.
Yeah, he's gonna do a lot. So that's gonna be a good one next week. Yeah.
Usher. So yeah, we're gonna get on top of that, man. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. Let us know what you feel. Like we said before, don't forget to click the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying?
Right around here.
Yeah,
Like and
somewhere.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow
Share
us,
it too if you want.
please, on your Facebooks, Instagrams, whatever. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media at Aries Lounge, on Instagram at Aries Lounge Radio, on Facebook, and Aries Lounge, Aries_Lounge on Twitter, which we're never on. So anyway, so don't follow us there. And then follow us on our individual social medias. We check y'all out next time. Blah!
Engage.